The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Barella. That's good play. And the finish! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Just eases him off the ball. Looking for options for movement. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball.
Well, Peter, I'm looking forward to seeing a player who has brought some new skills to the game. Ronaldinho. He looks one way and passes the other. Unconventional and cheeky, but always an enjoyable watch.
Yeah, he's playing beach football on the grandest stage of all.
The entertainer.
Ronaldinho.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Saliba gets it away. Adeyemi. Paris Saint-Germain do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Martinez. Adeyemi knocks it out wide. And it's hoisted clear. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, there first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking to play him in. He is through here. Drogba! There it is! There is the breakthrough. He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Après 14 minutes de jeu par le numéro 19, Drogba.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. In with the challenge. Paris Saint-Germain have a free kick.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's got away. Ronaldinho gets through on his own. And a chance! He's scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Tries to play it through. And he's managed to get free. Ronaldinho, oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Fired deep towards the back post.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Pirlo powering forward here. He's a sharp little ball here. Now who's going to be first to this? Matheus Nunes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Pass is just off target. He's having a go! Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Alexander-Arnold is standing over this one. He's trying a shot. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Knocks it into space. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's picked his way through. And this is Pirlo. Tries to cross. Barella. Looking for the run. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Foden. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Martinez. Can he get away here? Nicely weighted ball. Well timed, excellent interception. And he's managed to get rid. Shifted upfield. And it's Barella. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And Martinez! And somehow it stayed out. That looks a decent ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. Foden takes control of it and he's on the move. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nicely shaped ball. Adeyemi. And we hit half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Veuillez vous garer dans les parkings indiqués par le club ou dans les autres parkings du quartier.
That gets things going for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Barella. Hernandez. Now it's Messi. Messi carries the ball down the right. Barella. And Hernandez. Ugarte. Foden. And it's Barella. Adeyemi. Takes the shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Pirlo. And it's Lam. Alexander-Arnold gets a foot in here. Chips it through. Defending of the desperate variety.
That's just playing it safe. and simple.
And they're quick to get it back.
And it's Barella. Ugarte.
Tries from distance. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Paris Saint-Germain are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Stood up well to him there.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Hernandez receives it in a good position here. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Messi.
A player who needs no introduction. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of it.
Here's a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. So, third corner of the game. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now they can spring out of defence.
That has ended up in no man's land.
Great ball, and he's in here. Danger averted for now.
Taken back almost at once.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Saliba. Now Ugarte. And it's Hernandez. Matheus Nunes.
Barella. He's gone for goal.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 20, le numéro 23, le numéro 11, le numéro 27.
Just about up to 75 minutes.
7. À leur place, le numéro 14.
And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Messi.
It's run loose
le
here.
numéro 13. Hazard.
Now it's
Le
Mohamed
numéro
Salah.
4. Le numéro
It's
9.
Ferran, and he
Le numéro
shoots!
22. Attention, changement.
And he's there to belt it away. Hernandez, Ferran Torres. That is a brilliant interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
And it's Ugarte.
Done delicately. No luck with that dink over the top. And this is Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? He has found the way through.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
That'll be a throw-in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. harmlessly behind. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away.
Paris Saint-Germain are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Lam clears.
Ugarte.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Van Bouten. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Time added on will be 2 minutes.
Gavi.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Pinches it off him. And time is up. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Camavinga. He's being urged to shoot, and he's managed to get free. Hernandez attempts a clearance. Decent chance! Aguirre can get it clear. The referee's awarded a free kick.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
Oh, there's a probing ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Fernando Torres. Ambitious ball here. That has not gone well. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Beckenbauer. Foot in. Nicely aimed pass. Van Dijk gets a foot in here. Shifted it to the flank. Back into the middle. Oh, good take. And he shoots! And he's there to belt it away. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And here's Mbappe. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. That is some save from Khan. Now that's well seen too. Oh, this looks sharp. Ferran Torres. Now it's Torres. Looking for the run. And he's picked out the run. And this is Mohamed Salah. Tries to pass. And a chance! He's delivered all right! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Liverpool have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, that's a key interception. Looking to play him in.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Mbappe, looking for options for movement. Oh, super find. He has found the way through. Paris Saint-Germain claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it. Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's found the way through. It's a sharp pass. And it's Neymar. And here's Mohamed Salah.
He'd be disappointed with that. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And Torres! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Threads one in. Done delicately. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Big chance! Beckenbauer, and he's worked it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And this is Neymar. He's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're at it again in double quick time. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Fernando Torres really can't believe...
And the shot! It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Liverpool are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
And now I'd just like to read out our fan club members who are celebrating their birthdays today.
And the second half gets underway.
Paris Saint-Germain really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Pass somewhat off target. Barella. The message is clear, none shall pass. Ferran Torres. And it's Barella. To Barella. Nice-looking ball. Van Dijk makes the interception. Fernando Torres. Barella. And it's slung out wide. Pings it across. Brilliantly cut out.
Ugarte.
And here's Ferran Torres. Aguirre. And it's Nunez.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
It's their second corner of the game. Torres getting this one clear.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Now it's Torres. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
The attendance for this match was 29,830.
Picked out brilliantly. Tries a shot. He scores! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
It's become a case of men against boys. Camavinga. Frimpong. Oh, such a clever touch. Fernando Torres. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It's not an especially good pass, that. Goes for a shot! Sticks it away! How many, just how many? The golf in class is vast.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Lobotka. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Ugarte.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Frimpong. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hernandez calmly anticipates. Oh no, this does not look good. He's picked his way through. Shoots! And it's come back out to him. And it's in! And this is getting ridiculous. borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Nicely shaped ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And he plays one through. Great chance! And that is faded wide.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Knocks it into space. Aguirre. And the pass is intercepted. Aims beyond the defence. Barella. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Nunez. Well, that looks a decent ball. Aguirre kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Paris Saint-Germain are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
Lobotka. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Mohamed Salah, and he's intervened well there. Matheus Nunes. And it's Barella. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now he's got space here. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's on it, can he get away? It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Paris Saint-Germain presented with a golden opportunity here. Now, power or placement? And that's one back! Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Paris Saint-Germain grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Oh, they could be caught out here. Chance, surely! And yes, it's there! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. That's a lovely, neat pass. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Foden proves just a little bit too strong. Looking to play him in. He's found the way through. Now this could be a chance. Diogo Dalot has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, he'll be looking to use his pace on the overlap, Peter. He can also help shackle the opposition's pacier players, so he likes tracking back, and he'll give you a good shift doing that. So I'd be hoping for a big contribution at both ends.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. This is Batistuta, and he's straight offside. Natchez Nunes, Cambiasso kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Foden. Now, can they get him away? Son Heung-min, he's picked his way through. Batistuta! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Now it's Foden. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Look, they're prepared to be quite...
Applies the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Still goalless at the moment. No luck with that dink over the top. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Martinelli. Oh, super find. And that has been clubbed away. They get a throw in. Played in deep. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Foden. Some good work on the right flank here. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Out towards the flank. No, he's just misjudged that one. Diogo Dalot. That has ended up in no man's land. Christensen. And Dalot. It's a good run down the right. It's a searching pass. Can he get onto this? It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Modric. He's in plenty of space here. And that's not going to reach. And it's Son Heung-min. And now they can spring out of defence. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's there to belt it away. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. That could spell trouble, and that could set him on his way. Tries a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Paris Saint-Germain have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely...
Mbappe! They've scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, right place, right time. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Matheus Nunes.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Pass somewhat off target. Cambiasso. Defending was strong and firm. No way through. This looks promising. Looking for options for movement. And he was alert to it. João Palhinha. And it's half-time here. We'll look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Paris Saint-Germain in control at half-time, 2-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. This is Batistuta. Foden.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Great ball, and he's in here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Matheus Nunes. Cambiasso calmly anticipates. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, super ball! He's decent chance! It's a goal! And the second half is off to a flyer! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
We have got our... Oh no, what has happened here? He's found some space. Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's not an especially good pass, that. Diogo Dalot. And he's in on goal. Mbappe! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Into the lead once more. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Paris Saint-Germain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden...
Can he finish? And it's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Aimed in towards the centre. That's a decent clearance. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Kaká. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Eder Militao.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Mbappe. Nicely worked.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's Modric. And this is Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Aimed beyond the defence. Great chance! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Le numéro 18, le numéro 23, le numéro 9, le numéro 11, le numéro 10.
Now it's Martinez.
À leur place, le numéro 20.
It's run loose
le
here.
numéro 14, Messi. Le
It's
numéro
a
13,
sharp little ball here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Look at the real chance. It's fallen kindly here. It's a pretty loose pass. Martinelli receives it in a good position here. Taken back almost at once. Eder Militao. Oh, looks a good one. It's Salah! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Mohamed Salah fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Aguirre cuts it out. Azar. Hernandez looking to get on the end of this, and he's managed to get free. Now here's the delivery. He's cut it out.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
De temps additionnel.
Probing pass. No, that's been intercepted. He's played it long. Time added on 4 minutes. That has not gone well. Now it's Messi. And he plays one through. Now Martinez. And that was very necessary. That's an imaginative pass. And it's lofted through here. And we're done. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Your reflections then, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
everybody,
it might
and
not feel
welcome to
like that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe!
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
Looks more a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Knocks it into space. He's being urged to shoot, and he shoots! Musiala. That has not gone well. Neymar, looking to play him in. He's in a great position here. Decent chance! And again! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. It's a searching pass, and he's picked it up out wide. He has a look up. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And Shevchenko! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that pass isn't the best. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Mateus. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Nicely weighted ball. Ugarte is in a really good position out wide. Aguirre. Oh, that's fabulous. Out of play for a throw. Mateus. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, this looks sharp.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Ferran Torres. And he welcomes it in. Mohamed Salah! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Mateus. To Lahm. Looking for options for movement. And he's managed to get free. Danger averted for now. And claimed it back swiftly. Mateus. And it's Hullet. And it's Shevchenko. Christensen did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Shevchenko must have made the worst possible choice there. It was crying out to be released left.
Played out to the left flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lahm has it out wide and in space. Mateus, and he welcomes it in. Big chance! And it's a goal! There is the breakthrough! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
He's through, it's 1-on chance! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish.
Shapes to shoot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Shifted it to the flank, looking for the run. Oh, that's a key interception. Pull it. Some resolute defending there. Played out towards the right wing. Tries to play it through. And this is Pullet. Messi. Oh, such a clever touch.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that is out of play. Messi. And it's Thuram. Gerrard. Mateus. Good ball, good take. Shevchenko touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Mohamed Salah.
To Musiala.
Mateus concedes a free kick for that. Mohamed Salah. Well, that's been cut out, well played. There's the whistle for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
And we are back on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Gerrard. Mateus. Rijkaard. Pullet. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, perfectly measured that. And Shevchenko! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing... And it's Shevchenko! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Yeah, he can be proud of himself, the goalkeeper, for rescuing a perilous situation.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Gerrard.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And it's Lahm. Cannavaro.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, important interception. Pullet. Almost an hour gone. Some good work on the right flank here. Saliba spots it and intercepts.
Ugarte.
Not the most accurate pass. Mateus. Lahm makes the interception. Rijkaard. Thuram. Cannavaro. Mateus. And it's Hullet. Gerrard, 2 assists to his credit already. Cannavaro. Lahm. Can he get it through? Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Saliba. And it's Ugarte. That has been slung wide. Musiala. He's a sharp little ball here. Ugarte does really well to win the ball there.
Defending was strong and firm.
Thuram. Bullet given the lift of his goal. Aguerd. Musiala.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
And Messi!
And it's Gerrard.
Has a shot!
And for sure, that was not one of his best.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Shevchenko. Number 18, Messi. Number 8, Gerrard. Number 6, Mateus.
Messi gets a good foot in there. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Martinez.
Number 9,
Getting in
Faye.
numbers sharp
Number
and
42,
uncompromising.
Toure. Number 24,
Rijkaard.
Peeler. Substitution.
Bale.
He has found the way through. Showing good feet.
And it's Bale.
Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pirlo! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
So, third corner of the game. Hazard clears. Yaya Toure.
Paris Saint-Germain are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
Bullet threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove...
Tries a shot! Goal! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Martinez plays it in.
Christensen. Now Ugarte. Alexander-Arnold. Tries to pass it through.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
That is ended up in no man's land. Christensen cuts out the pass.
So that's it. It is all over.
Paris Saint-Germain have very little in the way of excuses here.
Simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
Please be reminded that drinking
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
So off we go then.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning.
He's through and all alone, takes a shot!
That's really well cleared. Gravenberg. And here's Gavi.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Now it's Pulisic. Aguirre. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres goes on a charge down the left.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Cross. Oh, well played, well played. And it's Hazard. Hazard tries from a long way out.
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Delivers the ball. Paris Saint-Germain can try it again now. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Haaland. Diogo Dalot. Foden. Knocks it out wide. Played back in. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Foden really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Haaland.
He's through, now is he in?
Saliba defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, it's a promising build-up this, plenty of really nice passing. He can get that clear. And it's Gravenberg. And here's Pulisic. He's on it, can he get away? And he's quick to snatch it back. And here's Haaland. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hazard. Approaching the half-hour mark. So it is still 0-0.
Oh, what a mistake!
Not the most accurate putt. Just about within shooting range.
Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Otamendi. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Christensen does well to get it back.
Oh, that's clever.
And he's intervened well there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Haaland.
Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Can he get it through?
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Passing nice and neat. And he plays one through.
And the shot!
Loose ball.
In he goes again!
Not the most convincing of passes.
Ferran Torres.
Nice looking ball. Now that's well seen too.
Pulisic.
And he's heaved it away. Nice sequence of passes this. And that has been clubbed away.
And the half-time whistle goes.
It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Now, what about a counter-attack?
Ferran Torres.
Looking for a runner. Aguirre is wide and looking to get onto this.
Azar.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Decent chance! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Paris Saint-Germain are in front now, the game's only goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Caught offside that time.
Ferran Torres.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Throw in.
Attention, changement.
Another throw-in.
Finds himself unceremoniously floored.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Played into space out wide. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
That's been intercepted.
Rodri.
And it's Azar.
There they go, hunting in packs.
No joy this time. Paris Saint-Germain are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. Hazard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Ferran Torres! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Gravenberg. Hazard. Searching pass he's played there.
And the shot! They've done it! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 7, le numéro 6.
So, time for changes on
18.
both sides, actually.
Le numéro 11.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Le numéro 20.
And here's Lautaro Martinez.
Le numéro
Otamendi
14.
muscles him off the
Goes
field.
for a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And again they hit the front. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Now it's Ferran Torres.
Well, that's a clever-looking ball.
Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mbappe is onto this. It's an inviting-looking ball, that.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
And he's quick to get it clear again.
Now, can they get him away?
Martinez receives it in a good position here.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Colorado Springs clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Saliba gets across to intercept that.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Otamendi kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he cuts out the supply. Eder Militao.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Ferran Torres. Christensen gets over and intercepts.
That's good vision. Donnarumma gets good distance on it.
He's had it taken off him. Tries to play it through.
Mbappe shoots! He's scored! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain certainly had...